Let's get right into the Kansas City, Miami. Dolphins intercept right. Casey pushes their fifth straight AFC West final. Cold straight and Rodney huge game.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting. After having worked on it all week in practice, they drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Devin Singletary. Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. It's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Let's take a look at the race, what's shaping up here in the NFC for that top seed. So again, coming into the day, it was New Orleans. That's a costly loss, but look at that. Coming into the day, they had nearly a 60% shot the Saints did of the top seed. Now
throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Their chances of the top seed plummet to 5%.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
This is a huge second half of the steal. Ready to run or not, stay tuned. Dick Morton coming out of Texas school makes football history. But first, a holiday message from Toyota about the importance of being there for the ones we love.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You, Daddy?
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
I don't know what's up with my pizza, Mama.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida.
Daddy, you want?
Where's my pizza? But it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. He stopped short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off after a decent gain.
Bring it to me, Mama.
2nd and goal at the
So the ball possession now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown.
You gotta calm down. You hear me? Stop. I'm dead serious.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my
You gotta calm down.
as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays.
Stop running. Walk.
Thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Can you bring my piece up?
Touchdown
Walk.
pass to kick it away.
Yeah, better not catch me running.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
their own 17-yard line.
For a limited time, Lisa 2020 Hyundai Tucson for $149 a month. We'll get it to $37.50.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
A BB&T checking account lets you manage your money better.
Play action, now it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Good times ahead. Have a safe and happy Hanukkah.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him and forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
14. Dolphins, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dotson's been in Pittsburgh for most of the game so far.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
So far, they have been getting home. And a lot of it has been individual play, but a lot of it's been keeping up, dialing it up, attacking this young quarterback.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find ways to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense.
Is the pizza done?
A sudden change, at least hold people to field goals.
Is it burnt?
It keeps happening. They lose confidence in the quarterback.
What about the hot dogs and beans?
That been done too, and you know they been poured and told payments over it.
They did not tell me
I was
that.
putting the dishes in the dishwasher.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. And now it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Hurts going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Bills first down.
You know what's happening, though, is that now they're bringing the pressure up the gut. They're going to try to rush him to the right. And
throwing his Hurts.
But I tell you, this
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
This is when it gets interesting.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
How well are they going to play these straight outside zones?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Again, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Down to it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tua to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Yo, where my stuff at?
Needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start.
No.
It's not often that you'll play a football game to
Who?
a tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that.
That nigga's lying, bro.
They got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And a nice
Where's my stuff at?
Pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different things they've done in adverse conditions.
Bring my motherfucking pizza, man.
He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
On the play. First down, Bills.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
10. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops. and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Bravo to them, and bravo to all 32 out of these franchise referees. So much great work done in this game.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down, Buffalo.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on.
I said, what a baby top until his bottle. Janila said, oh, it's in my boot. You think it's
That's not funny, but what the fuck?
50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Milano, they got there first. They're going to say he was down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Second down.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now we're first in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line.
But so far, it has not seen the game being destroyed by T.J. Watt.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Tua wants to throw it on second down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Strikes it in the middle one more time. Diggs is crushing the Steelers in the second half.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
At the 23-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bills 42, Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Josh Allen shoulder shimmy led to a touchdown against San Francisco last week. Here he's going to hold the underneath coverage and fire right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run again with Breida. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next
being.
last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided.
And now look at him go. Ain't doing nothing. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the
You made us?
No, you did. Really job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a really good high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Tua going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's what it is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
This game comes back to the big 7 the 7 half started. I'm just telling you, Josh Allen over here, he was getting attacked.
And that is good going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch out, Mama.
I gave you, so you ate it?
No. No, give me none.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver.
Hey, Mama, no!
Excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Nothing.
A nice return that time.
Who you was talking to?
12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for the next drive. Defensively, still a big hill to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded inside the 5. A very good kick there, but 15 yards.
Hey, Mama, come here. Yeah, hey, Tina. Tina. Call Mommy.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, you can give me some of that food? Hot dogs and meat?
From the gun, it's Hurts.
She didn't bring you none?
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have
if you look at it closely,
as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I missed it. Unless she took it. But that's how the other plate looked.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Hoffman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They'll run on first down with Singletary.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hoffman. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
In which those first 2 years was last in the inaccuracy. They go out, they get receivers, Diggs in particular in this season, and all of a sudden he's the fourth most accurate quarterback. So if you're looking for head coach materials, you want somebody who can develop your quarterback.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there'll be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll take us forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get a complete.
Yo, throw us in the garbage.
Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The standard is the standard. That one is the standard. We talk about that often. We don't live in our fears. We live in our hopes.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 44-yard line. This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Preston Williams. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
The battle against all odds. For some, it's taking
and someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he will not get the first, but since they bizarrely went for it on 3rd down, it'll now set up a 4th down situation. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Bills.
Stay healthy, stay informed with the NBC 10 app.
On the Sunday night, Western New York, our aerial coverage is brought to you by Geico. Wait for recovery and protectment. Michelle back with
Janila biting me. Janila biting people, Raekwon.
Game on, about to go down. A drip on, shake it all up. I'm smoking around the mall. I'm letting you know what's up. I got the party going up. Check the ground, shit. I'm gonna be in there anyway. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up, yeah.